Ooh, what's up, jobbers, and welcome to latest edition of the Jobber Knocker podcast. As always, Nestlemania alongside for the ride is a man that would definitely travel all the way to Saudi Arabia to watch Night of Champions. JC.
I will be watching the Great Night of Forbidden Americans who are champions behind a door this weekend. That's a lot of shit. You gotta watch a lot of shit.
The way you described it kind of sounded like the World Cup, not gonna lie.
Hey, the World Cup's been a great watch. I've really enjoyed that, and I've won a lot of money.
Yeah, enough to make me look better.
There ain't enough money in the world for that, bro.
Had to ask. Anyway, on that note, we've got a lot of things to talk about. We've got I think 3 major shows, as you kind of alluded to here, as well as everything else we've got to break down and anything else in between. So we should probably get started.
Always in the shine, Nestlemania. Yeah, we'll see how much of this shit we talk about before we predict for 3 years. I'm gonna start on SmackDown, and I'm gonna start with always in the shine, your WWE champion Cody Rhodes, because Nestlemania, you don't know where I'm going with this. You have no idea. Cody retained his title against Gunther, as I told you he would. But Nestlemania,
come on.
Sami Zayn has his little dick in a triple threat now in Saudi Arabia. Maybe he doesn't need that Money in the Bank briefcase to become WWE champion. Because here's the thing about a triple threat. Yeah, Cody could pin Sami. We could do Cody Gunther again after SummerSlam, after he beats the fucking yeet bitch. But what if Sami Zayn steals the title in front of Saudi Arabia, where we'd always thought he might win it, in a triple threat by pinning Gunther, and then faces the Yeet Man at SummerSlam, which is not a main event. It would probably be like the fucking curtain jerker on the pre-show. But what do we think?
Well, I'll say this much. I definitely thought about this, and I thought if there was ever a time to pull the trigger, now would be it. I mean, here's the thing. Can you keep me interested with Gunther as world champion? Perhaps. Cody Rhodes has been a fantastic champion, but I think they need to switch it up. He's a good chaser too. So I have no problem with it. Sami Zayn with his ride or die stuff and like just being the ludicrous person he has become, I don't think he's necessarily done better work than when he was a Sammy Uso. But the guy deserves it. Like, I think this character has been very good. No one's ever going to complain about him in the ring. I mean, I wouldn't hate it. I don't believe it's going to happen.
Yeah, we've noticed with these Saudi shows over the year, there usually aren't a lot of title changes. It's usually like there'll be some like things that happen, but usually not title changes. But I mean, the Rumbles also, or no, what is it? Is it WrestleMania in Saudi next year?
Yeah.
So if Sammy wins the Rumble or Elimination Chamber, he could win it in Saudi at WrestleMania as well, and maybe he's a babyface again by then. But I don't know. It's just like, it's interesting because if you were to do it with Sammy, it would be with this character, it would be in this type of match, and it would be there. So I think it's a possibility, and it obviously makes SummerSlam very interesting because I'm obviously assuming Oba's going to losing, but there is a world where maybe Oba does win. And it's Oba Roman, and then you run back Sammy Cody one-on-one at SummerSlam. So there's a lot of moving parts here. It's interesting. We'll see where I land when it comes to predictions, but Nestlemania, I might want Sami Zayn to actually win the championship because that might be best for business right now.
That's interesting considering how much of a honk you are for Cody Rhodes. So
that's but I like good television, and Cody's the GOAT, so he doesn't always have to have it. I want what's best for business, Adam.
Listen, I don't disagree. Send Sammy to AAA El Generico. That'd be fucking hilarious, actually.
Oh, Jesus.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, up until about a month and a half ago, I was with you, but this character has been good, and it works with Cody. It just it works.
It's a good foil. Like, it really is a good foil for the goody two shoes roadie. Like Roadie. I was gonna call him Roadie Rhodes. Roadie Rhodes. But look, I respect Cody Rhodes an awful lot in terms of what he has to do, because there's more to the job than just being the face of the company. But I just think that I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because of what happened after John Cena, but I feel like Gunther hasn't been that impressive to me in terms of like You know what I mean? Like when he was the world beater, it's one thing. But like I feel like they kind of I hate using the word botch because it's not really true. But I feel like whatever they're trying to convey as a message in terms of the character with Gunther, I don't understand it.
They lost his momentum after, especially after like AJ and stuff, which I don't think was also a fault of their own because there was nowhere for it to really go unless if he won the title like right away. So I think it's just they kind of lost the momentum, and now it's just kind of murky because it's just like putting up against Cody. Like if he's not going to win, like why are we doing it? You know what I mean? And I think it was just because like they had to, but that's why I like the Sami Zayn thing in here because I think it just like it'll move Gunther off it again, but he can still have a gripe. But it feels like because I've said all along, like I don't know what Gunther's doing at SummerSlam when this happens, but if Sammy wins and faces Jay at SummerSlam, you do Cody Gunther, I guess, without the title. That's what those guys do at least at SummerSlam. But it's interesting. I do think there is a very, very, very small chance it could happen, but I don't know. I want it to happen just because I think it'd be a fun little shakeup. And I think they need something like that right now, but I don't think they got the balls to do it.
Okay.
We can go to Raw Nestlemania because we did have new champions on Raw. Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag JC fucking is always right. Hashtag JC told you. Up in my swag with nobody can. And they said his name, Joe Hendry. Just when we forgot about that motherfucker. He returns, obviously, runs off Logan Paul.
Big clap.
He's feuding with a guy that has an injury and is going to be out a long time. But you know what? It worked. It worked. I thought all of this worked. It made a lot of sense. I said over and over again, I do not want Braun to be stuck in a fucking tag team championship. So he solved that problem. The Street Profits, it was put up or shut up. It's either you give them the titles or you break them up. So you give them the titles. Maybe we can have a little bit of a tag division now. We can hopefully get them away from the fucking Vision. And maybe we can get some new stuff for the Vision. But we'll see. But it was also cool to see Joe Hendry. So for once, I'm putting a Raw main event in the shine.
It was great. It was a great reaction. I think it had a lot of Gaga. We always love Gaga here on the program, so it's fine. That always makes better wrestling content to me when I watch it. I will say this. The one thing I noticed about this was that it was a good main event, but the one thing that we haven't really talked about very much, I feel like, is like the absence of Heyman.
Well, they wrote him off.
No, I know, and I'm sure like it'll come back when it's meaningful. But it's just like kind of funny that like the Vision's not going away. Like as much as I thought it would, I'm thinking to myself, okay, we're going to write the course here after this cage match. And it's just going to keep on going the way that they probably were planning to. And I just feel like we're not even close to the end of this thing. Cause I just live in a world in my head where I think the Vision is going to be in a fucking War Games match. And against like Seth and friends to finally put the Vision in the rear view mirror.
Bro, that's so far away.
I know, but guess what?
So far away. Also, the Vision, they'll all be injured again by then anyway. So it doesn't like I remember when Seth and Braun had their little TV match and everyone had fucking boners. They're like, this is the end. I'm like, nah, they're gonna drag us through this shit and look at Night of Champions. It's a fucking what's my favorite thing in the world, Nestlemania? A fucking steel cage match with this fucking feud. Are you kidding me? This will be like if I'm watching this event, this will be my break because I don't give a fuck. And you know I love Braun, but a steel cage match with this fucking feud that won't end. It just like that's why it's just like at least Monday, like I see a little light. And didn't Seth win the last one? So is Braun just gonna get his shit back? So it's just like then Seth's gonna have to fight him again. It's just like I feel like we're doing this again at SummerSlam. I feel like we're doing Seth and Braun part 17 at SummerSlam. It'll be some finality there because I think Braun will win this because the bad guy can win Saudi. Then Seth goes to Minnesota and wins, and that finally ends it. But dear God, man, I've just lost all. I haven't had interest in this in a long time, but like it's just completely moot now.
I have a feeling that Seth Rollins is going to move on to Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. It's just a feeling I get from watching everything.
I think it's going to be LA Knight, but
I mean, maybe, but that doesn't entice me.
Or it's a CM Punk rematch.
That doesn't entice me either, I don't think.
People like that match at WrestleMania. He's going to be coming back. What's he going to do?
Yeah. I think he's going to get moved to SmackDown.
Well, I think he is, yeah. So that maybe that they do. I think they said he would do that. So maybe it's him and Gunther, or maybe it's him and Sammy. Like it just like there's some interesting things, but I think this show is going to give us an inclination of where they're going direction at SummerSlam finally, because I feel like there are some checkpoints in some of these matches.
Fair enough. Anything else that was positive?
You know what I did enjoy Nestlemania? It was pretty short, but I thought it was good, and we shit on women's segments a lot. But I really liked the EO Live promo.
Wow.
I
Okay.
thought it was very effective. Like EO's just so over. She's so lovable. And it just like when she starts talking in Japanese is fucking great. And Liv's just the perfect foil for a character like that. So it was a short, simple segment that normally when you tell me this is happening, I'd be like, oh, this is gonna be a disaster. I thought it was good and I enjoyed it.
Fair enough. You know what's I thought was fantastic, and I obviously we've talked 11 minutes into this program so far, and we didn't mention his name. Danhausen shocking JD McDonough fucking had me in stitches. I was just like, I know that JD can do anything. Like
Yeah.
JD is like so talented and so fun to watch, but watching him get electrocuted for some reason, him falling and coming back up with his giant fucking head of hair, and then him like introducing himself to the Judgment Day, and then later on when he has to talk after to Gable, and like although that whole entire night arc, I was just like, this is fucking like, it doesn't mean anything, but it's so entertaining, and it bridges the gap for me when I'm like really feeling that bottom of the hour nonsense. And I just felt like this was a good like palate cleanse. And I just, for somebody that we know that we love watching in the ring, be able to do that just makes me appreciate him so much more as a viewer, because I like Dom because Dom's like cool and stuff. But I think there's other aspects of JD McDonough that I think are far better, the way he does it. And just the fact that it's going to continue is just, I don't understand how this continues to work with the Danhausen stuff, but
They dialed it back.
Oh, I know.
They've dialed it back so it isn't in your face as much. Right. So that's what, because usually WWE, the Vince thing was always like just down your throat until he fucking ruined it. Mm-hmm. Like, I think this type of stuff is where Triple H really cooks. And what I really liked about it is that he wove it into the Judgment Day storyline seamlessly, being like, we got to get JD to medical, but it's Liv being all cocky and the dissension with Roxanne and this and that. But it's just like, it was just a good piece of writing where it's like, okay, they took the Danhausen stuff, which was really good. They wove it in, and they effectively also are pushing forward the Judgment Day drama storyline. So just like, this is the stuff Triple H succeeds at, because we've shed him a lot this summer. Well, this spring and summer, because I think deservedly so. But this type of stuff, these nuggets, these little backstage segments, like, this is where he can really cook. And I think, yeah, they're doing a great job with Danhausen right now, because it's very simple stuff. They're short little segments. He's not in our face, but it's just like, it's still keeping him there, so he's on our mind. So when we do get to the bigger segments, they'll feel more special because they haven't hammered him down our throats like they were for a couple weeks there, which was good. But they knew when to dial it back and be like, okay, now we let it cool a little, just so people don't burn their tongues, you know?
Do you think Danhausen has a spot at SummerSlam in a match?
There might be something with the Miz Kit stuff, whether it's like a 6-man tag and they're like on his team, or I don't know. It just is. I think they will probably find something, whether it's a match or a segment, because there are 2 nights. So there'll be a role, because there's just a lot of people he's involved with. So,
you know what occurred to me as you were talking? I don't think this will ever happen. Like, I'm fairly confident this will never happen. But I just want to see the interaction of Danhausen and Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't know why, but I just feel like that would be, I would feel uncomfortable, because I feel like Brock won't get it. And I want to see if Danhausen can break him. Like, I want to see if he can break.
R-Truth did it.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I think that's your way to Brock Lesnar's heart. If you can make him laugh and make I think with
the Oba stuff, it's like they're keeping it serious.
No,
like,
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dom's in the chat and says, do you think they want Reigns and Rollins one-on-one at some point at Mania, or is that ship sailed? I would think so.
Yeah, I would still think that's the plan. It's just, that's a long ways away. But I think they've done a good job effectively of like kind of not keeping them super close. So that's why I don't think they're doing Reigns Rollins at SummerSlam, because I don't feel like it's enough time. That's why I feel like it'll be like a Reigns LA Knight, and Seth will just fight Braun for the umpteenth time.
I don't think Roman Reigns is losing anytime soon, so it doesn't really like to pick against Roman.
He's holding that till WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and then he'll lose to probably Seth Rollins.
I would love to see that match personally, because I feel like they've never had their Mania match. But I mean, is it an unfair question to ask that I don't get excited for that match. Like in terms of
I think we're
Mania main event though.
I think we're both kind of cool on both those guys, just because they're like Seth has like tried to change his character, but it's still the same shtick no matter what he is.
Right.
And then Roman has literally not changed at all.
Yeah.
So I think it's just like one of those things where it's like the beauty of wrestling is there's always new guys. Like look how excited we are about Oba and Trick and Javon and all the shiny new toys and Soul. It's just like so like some of these other acts, like you got to find ways to be relevant, or you just got to be like so fucking over like Cody and CM Punk are. Like Roman's kind of like that, but I just think character wise, like the difference between like Cody and CM Punk is like they can go out there and just fucking talk on the mic and they have our attention. Reigns and Seth aren't like that. Reigns can sometimes, but like they need better writing behind them, especially Seth. And that's why you see a lot of the time those two guys have always been in factions, because like Roman, they tried him as a solo act with the big dog. How'd that go? People fucking hated it. Like Seth as a singles act, it doesn't last very long. He always ends up back in a faction. So it's different. So I think, yeah, it's one of those things like it is kind of fatigue with those guys because they've been around for a long time. They've been at the top a long time. So it's just natural to get that kind of fatigue, especially when like, I'm not going to say they're not 5-tool players because they are, but like they're not on the level of 5-tool as other guys that don't have those same issues, if that makes sense.
Okay. I'd buy that.
Yeah.
I'd buy that. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah. What do we think of Chad Gable with the Alpha Academy? He tried to apologize, and Maxine said, "Fuck you, Thunder. You can suck my dick," and dragged off her boys. I thought that was interesting because obviously they've been doing the Maxine Austin Theory stuff. So I was like, I'm glad they didn't make this one simple. I'm like, make Chad work for it a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it too. I especially loved the Otis part where he looked back and then he looked back again and then had to leave like a sad puppy dog.
When they hug, it's gonna be such a big pop.
Yeah, I think the interesting part of this entire thing is like you got to have them embrace each other, but I feel like you can't have them be associated with Chad Gable after it though, because I think that does a detriment to Chad Gable.
My worry is they're just gonna make him a fucking tag team again.
I know.
But
I'm thinking to myself as a viewer, once you put Tozawa and Otis with Gable again, you've killed the credibility of Gable right away. I don't mean any disservice to Taz or to Otis. I think they're fantastic. I just think when I'm watching this, you're giving me a sameness factor, and this is the one chance you have to pull the trigger on Chad Gable, and it sounds like it's just going to be the Intercontinental Championship at some point. Maybe they pull the trigger in Minneapolis, where he's from, you know, and
he should win that title at
SummerSlam against Penta would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a multi-man match, I don't care what it is.
My guess it might have to be because there's just so many guys in that orbit.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's his moment, right? Like that's his big moment.
It should be.
If you fuck that up to me, it's like, what are we doing? Like,
AJ said it, man. AJ said it. If we fuck it up, it's on us. So.
Yeah. But I tend to agree that like the other thing too that I thought was really funny was, okay, we know that Maxine and Theory are kind of a thing. And I was like, oh man, I'm going to have to watch Maxine. The two things that crossed my mind, which I know are wrong, but I just have to say them, was, do you think Maxine in a fucking Nestle world is going to replace Paul Heyman and be the mouthpiece of the Vision? Like, is that what they do?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think she'll just be part of it.
Okay. Because the other part of it to me was, Jesus Christ, we have to watch Gable versus Theory.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to happen regardless. But I will say, I forgot to mention this part with it, but my favorite part of the promo was her being like, I did what you can't do. I won the Intercontinental Championship. I was like, oh, girl, it's so true. I forgot about that. Fucking Maxine won the IC title before you, Chad. That is, whew, that shit cut deep. She had a great promo on Monday. That was, for someone who's just been kind of like put on the back burner like forever at this point, like since she lost that title and they've done nothing with her. She turned it right back on, and I was like, okay. You know, you got me more interested in what's going on here. So we'll see what they do with it.
I am curious to think, like, does Maxine have any value in the Vision?
I think so. It's one of those things like that stable is so shit. You just try to mix in something like that. Mm-hmm. Maybe it makes it better. It definitely makes Theory better because that motherfucker is the blandest part of the Vision, but you put him with a hot chick, that helps. When in wrestling has that not helped?
You're not wrong, but then sometimes it's the Rena Mero Sable, Sable effect.
Whatever. If that's Theory's problem.
No.
Yeah, use it to your advantage. Don't let it fucking sink you, bro.
All right, fair enough. Anything else?
Yeah, one last piece of shine. I got to put the match between Ethan Page and Dragon Lee in the shine because the future of Lucha Libre and All Ego Ethan Page, great match.
Fucking stop it. Just stop. I mean, it was a good match. Here's the thing that I really loved about this entire thing was the finish. The finish fucking made me go. I love that they continue to make him win by accident. Like he's in the right place at the right time, and he's the person that you're like, oh God, I don't want him to win, and he still finds a way to win. He has that. This isn't a fair comparison because it's not true, but he gives me vibes of like when JBL started, like that guy who's going to get his ass handed to him and then somehow find a victory. And I love that. I love those kind of heels where it's like, I take a beating a whole match, guy, trips on a banana peel and I fucking win anyway. Like I love that shit because they don't do it enough. And it like Ethan Page is so good, and they spent a lot of time on commentary. Corey Graves does an amazing job building up Ethan Page every week when I'm listening, and I just feel like the nuggets they throw in there about the martial art black belt and all these other things, like they're building credibility for him time in and time. I would think that if he doesn't win going into SummerSlam, he's the guy that takes it off Gable for sure.
I mean, I would like that
because I think that just seems like a natural progression to me.
Yeah.
Because you have a guy that'll be naturally over. By the way, Gable's music is dog shit. It sounds like some like weird like country trucker thing, and I'm just like, it doesn't fit. But
for someone who's had great theme songs, it's definitely a huge downgrade.
Somebody was like, "Can we just get the Alpha? What was it? The American? Was it American made? Not American.
Yeah, they'd have to pay for it. They're not gonna do that.
But that one was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Anyway, anything else? Or you want to get he? Get him off my TV. Get him off my TV. Get him off my TV. Where do we begin? Where do we begin? Let's take a look, Ski. Well, I'm going to say this much. I don't really love listening to Obafemi talk to Jey Uso. Anything Jey Uso related, not a fan of.
I like listening to Oba talk, but yeah, I don't like Jey Uso being
Well, the thing is like, okay, all right. This is where I'm going to get some hate. I don't give a shit, but look, you got lucky with Yeet. You got lucky, right? And that's your fucking entrance. It's your fucking identity. But when you and your brother, especially you, Jay, come out and try to be like, this is your warning shot. Bah! Like, it's like, are we trying to get over another catchphrase? Don't you have the world's best catchphrase? Do you really need another catchphrase? You make fucking millions of dollars off the 4-letter word, and you still need to be like, we need more. It's like, come on. Fucking stop it. And like, I'll say this much. Unless Brock Lesnar interjects himself on Saturday, I don't see Jey Uso winning. But like you said many times there, JC, the guy loves a paycheck. So
they're fighting at SummerSlam. So if Oba wins King of the Ring, they're not fighting at SummerSlam. It's in fucking Minnesota. Yeah. So we'll get to predictions, but we're both going to, if you don't pick Jey Uso, you're an idiot.
And here's the other thing too, is then we get to the fucking like LA Knight Jimmy bullshit, which in theory isn't necessarily a bad match. But I did get enticed by Solo helping him.
Yes, the Solo stuff to me is some nice candy right now because we both love him. Mm-hmm. So him being like have a lot of moving parts with him is interesting because look at him having his own stable with the MFTs, like they fired half him anyways. So it's like it's one of those things where he stood back in this bloodline orbit. Like I'm at least interested because a lot of history with Jacob, a lot of history with Roman, and his brothers are the tag team. So it's always like that's a part of something where I think that can make some of this stuff a little better when it's not really my favorite thing, but I think Solo can make it better because he's Solo.
All right, so I got to ask this question. Hypothetically, you think that the Tala and the Tama are probably going to break away from Solo?
It appears that way, yes.
So then, if you get to a point where it's Solo, who is Solo, does it become one of those bargaining chips where they're trying to reach him and try to get him back into the family?
Well, that's pretty much what they're doing.
No, I know, but I mean, like, does he come back to the family? I feel like that's a detriment to his character if he goes back.
How many people fight in War Games, Adam?
5.
How many do they have right now?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Who would be number 5?
I know, but here's the other thing too.
Just saying. It lines up. Whether he's actually aligned with them or not, that's the timing of this. Because the bloodline will be in a War Games match.
But let me ask you this. Is there a world we live in where the bloodline is in a feud in War Games? Like, who are they going to be against?
Seth Rollins, LA Knight, all the usual suspects.
So let me ask you this.
I don't love it. I'm just telling you.
Wouldn't it be more intriguing? This was one of my hopes I'm going to blow. Wouldn't it be more intriguing, in my opinion, to have Solo be on the Seth Rollins team because he hates Roman so much and doesn't want to go back to him? Because at least that's compelling television. At least because if you have Solo lined up the whole time, you're going to be like, oh, is he going to turn on Roman or is he going to fuck Roman? Which is fine, but like I don't find that to be compelling television. If you tell me that Solo is on Rollins' team because of that factor, at least for me, I'm like, oh, maybe he will turn back for the family. And then like you have that feels way more compelling to me.
I think it'd be more likely to lose Jacob to the Seth Rollins team.
I don't know if that matters at this point. Like I really don't.
I think I don't know. There's the stuff with Solo is just interesting because I agree. I don't fully think he's just going to be back in, but I want to see how this plays out because it's just the bloodline with just those guys is not, at least with Solo, is a little extra flavor. So
fair enough.
Yeah.
Anything else that you thought was bad?
No.
You don't know?
Everything else was just whatever to me. I don't even remember half of it. So
well, let's go through some stuff. Here we go. Ready?
Hit me with them.
Okay, we got fucking Jade sitting and shitting all over herself here, talking about Tiffy, the U.S. title, because Rhea's hurt, so she's gonna just go to the next best thing. That's a whole fucking bullshit nonsense there. Then we've got random shit all over the place. We got again Mello and Saints. That did not feel like a good watch to me.
Wasn't great.
I don't know what it is about these two. Maybe there's just no chemistry right now. I don't
know. They had good matches in NXT though.
I'm gonna blame Ricky Saints. I am.
I mean, I know you are because but it's one of those. I don't know, but we knew he was gonna win. I told you that. Hashtag JC knows again because they're doing that first because it's Mello and Trick at SummerSlam more than likely. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it, honestly. Then we have this. I did laugh at the Nancy Kerrigan like thing on Charlotte with the leg. My leg. What happened? And I again appreciate that they're trying to build Charlotte as a sympathetic babyface and that she's working through things. I just don't think it's in her nature. Like, I mean, like, I don't think the crowd will have an emotional response or connection to Charlotte when you're watching that and be like, she's already won the fucking thing 14 times. I don't give a shit. Get the fuck back up. Like, that's how I felt watching it. It was like, bitch, get the fuck up.
I feel like the only reason they're doing it is so she can fight Jade.
That's fair.
So she has to be, you know what I mean? Because
I understand.
If what I'm predicting, which is Io winning Queen of the Ring, I think she's actually going to challenge Rhea as opposed to Liv. But who knows? We'll see.
Wouldn't that be a fucking weird thing to be like, I beat you at Queen of the Ring, and then I'm going to challenge you again for the title? Like, that feels like such a weird...
They might just... I mean, they could easily do it where, like, Io beats Liv and then faces Liv again. I just, like, if they have Liv win it, who was my... I correctly predicted the finals, by the way. Hashtag JC knows. I'll give myself a lot of credit in this episode. I'm so fucking smart. It's just like having the champion face the other champion. It's just like, I don't know. Plus, I think there's a chance Roxanne screws Liv, but I guess she could also screw her at SummerSlam too, and they get paid off then. So, but I don't know. I feel like it felt like to me, assuming Rhea's healthy, that it'll be Io Rhea and Jade and Charlotte for like another SummerSlam match. But obviously they did this fucking thing where I think they were going to do Jade Rhea at Night of Champions, but obviously Rhea's hurt. So they're doing Jade Tiffy instead.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere.
Right.
Because that's going to be a good match again.
Sarcasm. I don't think there's anything else here that I can really talk about, but it felt very much indifferent.
Well, don't worry. We're going to have a lot of predictions about everything, so we don't got to hammer anything here. We can go to the hope, baby.
Glorious. You're my only hope.
You want me to go?
I can go.
Okay.
If you want.
You can go. You can go first if you want.
My hope is simple. Simple as pie. You ready for this?
3.14. I don't know anything after that.
You don't need 6, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. I want, simple as pie, Sami Zayn to win the championship on Saturday. I want Sami Zayn to have a long reign. I know that's the hard part. And I really, truly want Cody Rhodes to not have that title till WrestleMania. But it's not going to fucking happen. Because I was thinking about this the other day.
If he takes time off, maybe.
Sure. But the thing that I'm thinking about here is like, as important as Cody Rhodes is, like, I think he's in that conversation we have all the time, Josh, where it's like, if you're not in the title picture, then what are you, like, it's so much of his identity that, like, it just feels weird now. Like, to me, like, I want Cody Rhodes to take a break and do what he can, but like I don't think they will do it. But I just feel like when I'm watching Sami Zayn, I think you can make Sami Zayn a very valuable champion for a very long time if you wanted to.
See,
I don't think it'll.
Sorry, I was gonna say I just think he'd be Drew, because remember Drew had that title for a couple months, and then gave it right back.
No, you're probably right, but here's the thing: like, the other thing that crossed my mind about this as we were discussing this. The last thing that CM Punk said to Cody Rhodes was, I lost one title. It doesn't mean I can't come for the next one. So, like, maybe they're in their head thinking CM Punk, Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. Who's to say, additionally, for a hope, that Sami Zayn doesn't win that thing? Eventually, CM Punk wins it, holds it all the way to WrestleMania. As Cody Rhodes has got to fucking chase it, and there you go. That's a good story to me.
I think that title's a lot more open for WrestleMania. I feel like Reigns Rollins is in like heavy pencil.
Okay.
But I think that one is wide open. It probably will involve Cody in some capacity, but I think they're more open to different possibilities. You also got to remember, like, they have some of these young bucks that are like Braun's getting closer. Oba they could fucking put there whenever they want. Like, it just like so that's why it's like, I think you do the Sammy now. I agree with you. I agree with your hope. This is going to be my hope this week, but I want to talk about to lead the show. So I have a different one lined up, but I think this is the time you pull the trigger on Sammy, because this is the time I'd pull it if Money in the Bank was in a normal spot. I'd have him win Money in the Bank, cash in at SummerSlam. So now you're just having him win it a month earlier.
Do you believe, like, so in my head, I'm thinking like, okay, if I'm putting myself in Paul Levesque's shoes and I'm sitting there, okay, it's in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
For WrestleMania. And it's Saturday as well. Saudi Arabia is going to have WrestleMania 2 nights. Not every wrestling fan is going to make their way to Saudi Arabia for a WrestleMania this year.
It's going to be different, but everyone's still going to be watching.
Right. But my question is like, I don't have an answer. This is more of just a general question. If you're booking, do you book WrestleMania for the Saudi Arabian audience?
No, you book it for TV like they always do.
Okay. Because I'm just wondering.
The crowd's the crowd. The crowd's going to be there. You don't book for crowds anymore. It's all TV, especially now they're on ESPN. Like, we talk about these big events all the time. Like, look at all the fucking celebrities and shit involved. Like, it's for television. It's for social media. It's not for the crowd, because the people in the crowd, they already got your money, and you guys are diehards. You're going no matter what. You're going for an experience. So, yeah, Sami Zayn, his match at WrestleMania, will he probably win it? Yeah, because it's in Saudi Arabia. But it's just like, I don't know if he's going to be in the championship picture at that point. Because besides that, it's like Mansoor isn't coming back and winning the WWE title in Saudi Arabia, Adam. Jinder Mahal isn't coming back to win a title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
do you think we live in a world, like, the possibility of, like, I feel like the Saudi Arabian audience, or at least the way that it's presented, they want like the old school, like that was how they were making these shows, where it was like, we wanted the Undertakers and the Kanes, the Triple H's, the Shawn Michaels.
That's different. You're talking about the rich guys who pay for all this shit.
Right.
The actual Saudi Arabian audience is just like any other WWE audience. They're
no, but what I'm saying is
parents, they like all the current people.
But what I'm saying is, there, with that logic, there is a longer story to be told here with, if they get The Rock versus Roman.
Yeah, they could
like,
do that.
That's a place where it's like, that
match is dog shit, but yes.
Right, but that would be the place to do it.
Yeah, if The Rock wants to do it, they will do it. But I just don't believe The Rock is going to do it. I really don't think. I think he's done.
Okay.
I
I
say I hope I'm right because I don't want to be wrong about this. I don't want that motherfucker to come back.
No, I know. But the other thing that bothers me is like, okay, look, something that's very delicate in my opinion. I don't think you can have Obafemi. Like, I feel like the first time Obafemi faces Roman Reigns, he's winning. In most cases, anybody else that shows up, I feel like you'd be like, okay, first opportunity, they didn't get there. They'll get there later. They've learned their lesson, such and such. No, I think with Obafemi, the first time he is in a world championship match, he's winning that fucking thing. Because of the way that they have built him.
It's hard because after he beats Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, it makes sense that he get a title shot.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I think it's more likely that someone screws him out of his first title shot and he does take the L. But I know, because I agree in theory. I just like, unless if he's winning that thing before WrestleMania, which maybe he does. Who knows? Maybe they pull the trigger. There's a lot of time. There's a very long time for him to, like, where do you go from Brock Lesnar if you're not going for a title? You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty, yeah. So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it. Cause I mean, that's why they have 2 titles. That's the beauty of it. They have so many guys. So it'll be interesting, but no, I don't, because I really feel like Roman's holding that thing till Mania, whether it's The Rock or Seth Rollins or whatever we think. So
let me answer this question. Do you think in order to keep Obafemi away from a title, you then have Obafemi go up against Braun Breaker? Or is that a match that they are so confident in being a WrestleMania main event?
I mean, that's a WrestleMania match they could do, and they could have it main event later too. So it just is one of those, like, yeah, that's a match we all want to see for sure at some point. So they got a lot of options, and people are going to get hurt, and other avenues are going to open up like it always does. So it's a good problem to have.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
your hope.
My hope. I'm going to go to the Door of Forbidden Nestlemania because look,
God,
what does Bruce Buffer say? It's time for the second year in a row. Mercedes Moné needs to win that Owen Cup. Then she needs to trot that ass over to jolly old England and beat the Tickler in probably the match of the millennia between those 2 studs for the AEW Women's World Championship. Put her on top. She's the only one that's could be as good as the Tickler right now. So give me Mercedes win the Owen Cup the second in a row. She's facing the fucking the Maya World girl who doesn't even work for them. So don't think they're gonna have her win. So, but yeah, have Mercedes win. Mercedes Tickler. Tickler fights somebody too random at Forbidden Door. Oh, Starlight Kid. No fucking idea who that is. I know Starlight from The Boys, but I ain't no Starlight Kid. So yeah, we're gonna get Tickler, we're gonna get Mercedes, and it's time for Mercedes to finally win the big one. Give Mercedes the belt in jolly old England, her and Ospreay, end the night with the titles in the air, new champions. Simple. Hashtag JC knows. Hashtag JC hopes come true. Hashtag I was so right about everything today. I'm gonna be right about this too.
I think you just cursed yourself right into a big.
I'm not you, so
yeah, that's true.
I have no curse powers, good or bad. I'm not you, and I'm not Danhausen.
Well, it's funny because you say hashtag JC knows, so you do have some type of power.
Well, I just know. Knowledge is power. That is true. That is fair. That's a good observation about you. Knowledge is power.
Like my grandmother always told me, knowledge is power, and power is money, baby. So
there you go. JC of the JK. JC of jobber knowledge.
Well, you definitely have jobber knowledge.
You're the knockers on the knowledge.
Yeah, heavy on the knocker for sure. I do like big knockers. Anyway, so look, don't call it a comeback. He's been here for years, and then he left, and then he got electrocuted and went woo, woo, woo. I fucking lost it. I was like, after years of him saying Zack Ryder is dead, and then Danhausen calling him Zack Ryder, then him getting electrocuted and going, woo, woo, woo. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. You know it. And like the other 2 people, the hoorahs and the you're toxic and the whole thing. I'm like, Matt Ryder, Zach Hawkins or whatever, Zach, whatever, Cardona, whatever you want to call him. Like that dude's just lucky he has a paycheck now. I think he's going to do whatever they ask him to do. But I don't think the audience has bought into Zack Ryder / Matt Cardona anymore. So he's probably right. As amazing as he looks, I just don't think they're going to take a flyer on this guy anymore. And
He
but
has a job. That's the
he has a
flyer on
job.
him.
But I was so happy to see the Zack Ryder thing because I felt like, here's the thing. Like, I understand that Zack Ryder like has a bad taste in his mouth for all the things that happened, like that character. But I don't see a difference in WWE between what Matt Cardona is and Zack Ryder was. So they got to figure that shit out for him, or he has to figure that shit out.
Yeah, I mean, Matt Cardona's come back and he's been a jobber to the stars, which is fine. But Zack Ryder's cooler, bro. Just go back to woo, woo, woo. You know it. Makes sense. My comeback Nestlemania, also a character change. Dun, dun, dun. Oh! Dun, dun, dun. Oh! Dun, dun, dun. Oh! We thought they were going to have Bayley turn on Lyra. Not today. They turned Lyra on Bayley. And Nestlemania, I can tell you why I like this. Because Lyra's fantastic. You cursed her a little bit, of course. But she's awesome. She's an awesome talent. We agree on that. Very underrated wrestler. Since her like IC title stuff and her Becky stuff, her and Bayley just kind of in this tag team kind of floating around. Well, I'm looking at the makeup of the WWE women's divisions, and you got like a lot of these young studs who are baby faces like a Sol Ruka coming up. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is how Lyra can push herself up, especially because it seems like you might be flipping Roxanne the other way back to baby. So you switch to two young studs, and I think it helps both of them, hopefully on the trajectory to get them where they should be, which is on top. So that's why Lyra's getting my comeback. She's a stud. Big Lyra fans on this podcast. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh! Hopefully she has some like broken wings since she's a bad girl now. Come out to Tupac too. But yeah, all in.
Yeah. It's a good song. These broken wings.
Yes.
Sorry.
Tupac's never missed and he's never died. So
Machiavelli, baby. The other thing that crossed my mind was not only is this better for Lyra for her character development, but also ship her over to SmackDown. She got plenty of fucking people to work with there, and it'll be a shot of adrenaline because everybody over there to me is stale as fuck on SmackDown. Stale as fuck. And
maybe she's gonna finish off Bayley first, but
yeah. But I mean, like after that, ship her the fuck over to SmackDown. Just do it. Because I mean, what else does she have to lose? Well,
her Waynes.
It's true. Very true.
Yeah.
I think it's time
for the big old finish before we get to our never-ending predictions on SmackDown this week. They are doing Julia versus Kiana James, and they are doing JC Jane versus Paige. I believe this is in jolly old England before they fly over to Saudi Arabia.
Yes. I would imagine Julia.
So I would imagine Julia wins, and I would imagine Paige wins. Because unless if they cheat to set up a tag match, whatever. But on Raw Nestlemania, we have a big match between Chad Gable and JD McDonough.
I hope he's still electrocute.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm assuming it's just gonna be like a gimmicky squash, but
it'll be funny. It'll be fine. It'll be funny.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But that's all they have announced because Nestlemania, we have to go all the way over to Saudi Arabia. 6 matches for Night of Champions. And Nestlemania, I'm looking at this card.
Oh yeah.
3 of the 6 matches are for a championship, which means it is a fucking lie. Only 3 championships are being defended.
Yeah, but champions could also be champions of the tournament. So really the only one is the cage match.
And you also remember how they teased Cody versus Roman for the fucking fake bullshit belt and reign that Cody has won. That didn't happen because Roman didn't want to work. But Nestlemania, we have 6 matches, and we're going to start off with a singles match for the WWE United States Championship. This one's funny because Tiffany Stratton is defending her title against Jade Cargill. Who you got?
Oh, God. I don't want it to be, but I feel like Jade's winning this thing.
I think Chelsea helps Tiffy win. Give me Tiffy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Next up, worst match on the card, steel cage match, Braun Breaker, Seth Rollins. Give me Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker as well, yeah.
I hate this match. Next up, singles match for the WWE United States Championship. Both U.S. titles being defended over there, but no Intercontinentals. That's funny. Trick Williams beats Ricky Saints easily.
Yeah, Trick Williams is doing Trick Williams things.
Next up, we have the finals of the Women's Queen of the Ring tournament. The winner will be crowned Queen of the Ring and earn a World Championship match at SummerSlam. Io Sky, Liv Morgan, who you got?
Io Sky, but I'm not feeling super confident about it.
I think there's an argument both ways, but I predict Io over Liv from the beginning. So give me Io, the genius of the sky, to be the queen of the sky and geniuses. Next up, King of the Ring final. The winner will be termed the crown King of the Ring and earn a World Championship match at SummerSlam. Jey Uso, Oba Femi, Yeet. I'm picking Jey Uso because
Wow.
dun 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 dun. Brock Lesnar will come over there and flapjack Oba, and Jey Uso will steal the win because he's stolen a win pretty much in every match of this tournament.
I don't like that Jey Uso's winning this thing, but it's probably going to be Jey Uso, and I'm going to be really upset. But then it begs the question: do we have enough things to get back to Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes?
They're doing it, bro. Unless it's Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, which we will decide with our final prediction, Nestlemania, because in the main event is a triple threat match where Cody Rhodes defends his title against the Ring General Gunther. And what does Sami call himself?
The last real good guy.
The last real good guy, Sami Zayn. Nestlemania. Are we going to do it?
My heart wants to. It really does. There is also Saturday night's main event in July. Could kick it right back to him.
What do you do?
Right?
That would be hilarious. That's how Sami did it. Here, you got a 2-week reign. Give me Cody Rhodes.
Wow. You don't feel confident. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. I feel like Cody is the safer bet. I don't want to pick him.
Just pick who you think's gonna win the match, bro.
It's gonna be Cody.
We're gonna be disappointed because know what happens at Night of Champions? Nothing.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Retain a mania.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Good on that one.
So that's Night of Champions. We're gonna go to the best show of this weekend, Sunday night at 7, the NXT, the Great American Bash, Nestlemania. There are 7 matches. And I also want to say that, like, I think Mason Rook's like my new favorite wrestler.
I fucking told you.
I just like every time I fucking see that big fucking goober, I love it. And his fucking every time he talks, I love it. And just, when fucking the little twerp called him pork chop.
Yes, it was about to say
I fucking died. Like, because Mason was like, what the fuck?
Oh, brother.
He is not a good card, though.
Pork chop is such an underrated insult.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah,
like, so, he is pork chop. Like that is
the definition of a fucking pork chop. Yeah, he's big. His dad, he'll body slam your dad with his porky choppy body.
Oh God, man,
he's great. I'm assuming him and the fucking Vanity Dude will fight on Tuesday because there's like fucking 7 matches on this card. We'll start off with 2 of the new guys. Winner of LFG Season 2, Shiloh Hill, takes on one of the stars of the current season of LFG, Tristan Angel's Nestlemania. I'm taking Shiloh Hill. How about you?
I'm going to take Shiloh because I feel like there's more invested in him right now.
Yeah, for sure. And it just makes sense. Tristan's also very new. He'll be fine. And yeah. Next up, we have a singles match for the NXT Women's North American Championship. This is a rematch. Zarya defends her newly won title against Tatum Paxley. Who you got?
Ooh, Zarya?
I have Zarya as well. She just won it. There's no way she's giving that back. Next up, Nestlemania, we have the Sugar Man in a singles match taking on Dion Lennox. I've kind of enjoyed this. You know, I like to shit on Dark State because they suck, but I've said all along that Dion Lennox is the star of this group, but Sugars is the guy like that. It makes sense to get behind because he's got that little bit of pizzazz. So I'm curious to see how he does in his first big time featured singles match against a guy I know can go. And I'm going to pick Dion Lennox, though, because I don't think they're done.
I was going to say Dion Lennox is my pick as well because I just feel like there's just more there.
Yeah. I think Sugars will get a win over him, but I just feel like
not today.
I feel like we're getting more than one. So
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Next up, we have a very fast prediction here. Singles match for the WWE Women's Speed Championship. I'm going to take Ariana Grace to defeat Ren Sinclair.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
You have to say it in 3 seconds or less.
Ren.
Wow. Retainer Mania, huh?
I like Ren personally. I think
I love Ren. I think she's fantastic, but I just feel like Ariana Grace and that faction are collecting these shitty speed titles, so I think she's gonna win.
Okay.
And next up, we have a singles match for the NXT North American Championship. My boy Miles Bourne takes on Tavion Heights. Who you got?
I'm gonna pick Miles Bourne because I feel like I understand Tavion being upset and not having a championship. I understand like they could totally pull it, but like I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. He seems like a sure thing right now.
I can tell you how this is going to play out. This is the easiest thing to book in the world. They have a banner match. Miles Bourne wins, goes for the handshake at the end. Tavion Heights beats the fuck out of him, turns heel. They run it back, and then Tavion wins it.
Okay.
It's fucking simplistic, fucking friend bullshit feud. Tavion Heights is already teetering. They have to turn him heel because the babyface doesn't work. Miles Bourne's one of the most popular baby faces. It makes perfect sense. That's how you do it. But Miles Bourne wins the match. Next up, Nestlemania. Singles match for the NXT Championship. Tony D, who took a fireball to the fucking face and has probably going to wrestle with an eye patch or something, is taking on Mr. Io Sky Naraku for the NXT Championship. Who you got?
My brain says that it's supposed to be Tony D, but the way that they're booking Naraku is very, very heavy.
Oh, yeah, it feels like he might win, and then Tony might win it back because they probably feel like Tony would be a better chaser.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna pick Naraku just because I feel like HBK is willing to take a chance on him.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be my swerve, but it's not. I'm taking Naraku as well. We're on the same page in Nestlemania.
Well,
and that takes us to the main event. I'm just saying it because it's hashtag my main event and hashtag it's listed as the number one match on the card. It is a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship. It is Lola Vice defending her title against Kendall Gray. I absolutely love both these women, but it's Lola's winning.
Yes, of course. 100%.
Yeah. But I am looking forward to this match the most of any match this weekend.
Of course. Now we've got to get to everybody's favorite.
Oh God, was fucking. I started to look at these matches earlier when we were like preparing, and I was like, "How is this a pay-per-view? Like, who would pay for this? Who pays for this shit? Like, you guys must have like so much fucking money you can just light on fire because this is a pile of shit." Let's start off with a tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. Cope and Cage, the new champs, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, defending against a couple dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors. The Cope Dope just won, so I feel like they're retaining, right?
Yeah, I would think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Also, honestly, like the dogs, I don't give a fuck about. So whatever.
Yeah, don't Dom, shut your ears. I know
they're literally dragging this out so that this is my thing. If we're not gonna have, they already did their thing with FTR. So in my opinion, the last match you see Cope and Cage do together as a tag team, or if that's Edge's last match, as whatever they're doing, it's against the Young Bucks. Like makes
sense to me.
That's what we're waiting. We're literally waiting on that.
That's the Wembley match. It's going to be the Young Bucks versus these guys for the titles. Okay. It's pretty simple to me. Next up, I don't know why this exists. This title, this match, and this shit. It is a singles match for the AEW Continental Championship. Jon Moxley defends against Bandito.
Is this a real match?
Yeah, why the fuck? This isn't even forbidden. It's two fucking AEW guys fighting each other. Like half this card is just AEW. Like, this pay-per-view is dumb. It's the dumbest pay-per-view they do because there's almost nothing forbidden about it. Fucking losers. But we're both taking Moxley. Yeah,
I mean, why wouldn't
that was a long way of me saying this match sucks and we're both picking Moxley.
Sure.
Next up, three-way tag team match playa. The Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, take on El Sky Team. That's some Spanglish right there. Mystico and Mascara Dorada versus the Unbound Company of Shingo Takagi and Titan. So here's some forbidden bullshit. Give me the Young Bucks. I guess.
I'm gonna give the Young Bucks because I'm not familiar with the rest of them.
I mean, I know who Mystico is. It's fucking.
I know, but I'm saying like as a tag team. I don't.
Shitty Sin Cara. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. That's a waste of my time too. Next up, speaking of a bigger waste of time, how the fuck is this guy getting a title shot? Singles match for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. Is that different from the world?
Yeah.
Shoto Umino, who I've heard of, is the champion. He defends against fucking Pac for some reason, the queen of the cruiserweights.
Wow.
Pac is so overrated. I love like Neville, the king of the cruiserweights, but the way people talk about him, it's like, he's the greatest wrestler in the world. I'm like, he's fine. He's a good wrestler. Let's stop. He gets his ass beat by Shota Umino.
Yeah, I'm picking Shota too because I just feel like Pac is the Death Riders literally have killed everybody.
The Death Riders are the drizzling shits. Like they're like the Death Riders are Retribution level bad. And that to me, like that's the floor. Like that is the fucking pile of shit on the floor. And if you're touching that in any way, you are a big pile of shit. Call a fucking pooper scooper because we got to get you out of here.
Are the Death Riders the worst faction in AEW history?
Probably.
mean, there's a conglomeration in the ops. And
Look, I mean, I don't recognize the conglomeration. We're gonna get to that because don't worry, they're probably the main event of this fucking piece of shit card. Singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. The Tekla defends against the Starlight Kid, who I have no idea who it is. So give me Tekla.
I mean, the Tekla is going to be doing business in fucking overseas business in a couple months. So that's where we're headed.
Yeah. Women's, I almost said Women's World Cup final. Women's Owen Hart Cup final. The winner receives an AEW Women's World Championship match at All In. Mercedes Moné, Maya World. It's been a fun run, Cinderella, but the champ is here. The boss is here. Give me Mercedes Moné to advance.
They need a star, like now. So there's a reason she's there. And if Toni Storm's busy having a baby in her belly, then like, sorry, but they don't have a deep enough roster that has a bigger star. And Mercedes needs to fucking take that thing over big time.
I agree. Tekler's done a great job, but ain't no one Mercedes. Next up. No, this match exists. Singles match. Kenny Omega versus Zack Sabre Jr. Jesus fucking Christ.
Who cares?
Give me Omega. This is a fucking like the fucking all the dorks get so excited about it. I'm like, oh, are we watching the same thing? You like this? Whatever. Next up, I'm assuming you're taking Omega too.
Yeah.
Men's Owen Hart Cup final. Winner of season AEW World Championship match All In. Will Ospreay, who I guess is kind of a Death Rider adjacent now, takes on Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana. Yo, where's All In, Adam?
London.
Where's Will Ospreay from?
London.
Give me Will Ospreay.
Dark Order. That is a dope comment there, bud. I would say Dark Order is better than the Dark Riders. No,
the only reason I would say that is because the Death Riders are presented as like a top tier thing, whereas the Dark Order was pretty much a joke from the get go.
That's fair. Totally understandable.
But Joe, you're on the right track. You're right. Or Dom, who said that? Dom? Yeah, Dom. You're on the right track with that.
I don't know. I think that there was a lot of redeeming qualities of the Dark Order. I see no redeeming quality of anything related to the Death Riders.
I agree. I hate that Will Ospreay is adjacently connected to them, but he's winning this match.
In our main event. 6-on-6 tag, right?
Steel cage match. If it's Team Briscoe versus Team MJF. If Briscoe teams wins, he will earn an AEW championship match against MJF. It is, oh boy, hold on. I gotta clear my throat for this one. We got a pile of shit team of Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle Orosky. Might as well be O'Reilly. I was trying to say the next name. Konosuke Takeshita and Darby All In, taking on the team of MJF and the Don Callis family, consisting of Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle Rules, Kazuchika Okada, and Andrade Alilo. I can't. Every time I see Jake Doyle, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I want to go, Doyle Rules. Big fucking goon.
Yeah. Look, this is definitely a fucking just a checkpoint to get Briscoe a fucking match.
Briscoe.
So.
This team fucking to the sky, boy. I mean, it won't even be at it'll be on like fucking a random Dynamite, and MJF will beat his ass, and it'll be MJF and Will Ospreay in the main event as it should be in London. So
they have to protect MJF from his hyper extended knee. So
maybe don't have him wrestle every week
against fucking people who suck.
Because you know who else he's gonna be wrestling probably is fucking every member of this Don Callis family since he gave them all fucking on his team, except for Doyle Rules. He probably doesn't have to wrestle that jobber.
Yeah, I hope not.
Where did he come from? Should I know who Jake Doyle is? He's just like a random guy I got from Japan. I feel like
I thought it was Jake something, and they had to rename him Jake Doyle.
Where is he like famous? Like, do people like him and know him?
Jake Doyle.
He looks like a fucking Gallus brother.
Yeah. Let me see.
Is he a coffee? I didn't know it. Is he
Wolfgang? Is he a fucking coffee?
Is he a coffee? Is he the third coffee brother?
He was Jake something. That's what it was.
So what is he from?
He is from Impact.
Oh, okay. So Dom would know him.
In New Japan, and like when you honestly, like I say this not as a joke. It's going to sound like a joke. When your last name is something, you make me already associate you with nothing.
Yeah.
Like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard in my life.
Doyle Rules.
So, whatever. And Don Callis, the human fucking thumb with fucking glasses, is just taking up my TV time. So, it's fine.
He has the entire heel roster in his stable. So,
oh, God, it's not watchable. None of this is watchable.
Yeah. Not great, Bob.
All right. We got through it, though.
We did. We got through muchos predicciones.
Out of the three, but I assume NXT is your favorite?
NXT is my number one. I'm excited for a lot of that card because a lot of those fresh faces, like you said, you were looking at it, like they're getting their first like big shots. Mm-hmm. It just, everything about it feels fresh and new and fun. The storylines are all good. Night of Champions, there's some good stuff to bite your teeth into. We just went through that AEW card. I mean, obviously there's going to be good wrestling. There's always good wrestling, but besides like wanting to see Swerve and Ospreay, what else do you really want to see on that card?
Yeah, I mean, that's
unless if you're a fucking mark, you know, for something, for someone in particular. Like, I will check out the Mercedes match, obviously, because on Maya World, I did watch some of her matches in the lead up. I think she did a nice job, but it's just like on pay-per-view, like,
yeah. No, you're right. I think the whole thing is built around Ospreay winning this thing. So
yeah,
that's what you're looking for. So.
Yeah.
All in will be great, though.
It better be. I mean, those two main events by itself, I'm all in. And you know how I feel about AEW. Usually on the other pay-per-view, all out.
Yeah, that's true. All right, I think we're good. You want to get the fuck out of here?
Let's peace out, dog.
All right, on that note, thank you for listening and watching the Jobber Knocker podcast. We'll be back next week with some more Jobber Knockery.
He's big. He's bad. He'll pork chop your dad. That sounded sexual.